Good evening, everybody, and welcome to yet another Wednesday night here at the Global E Armchair Racing. Thank you for joining us on the stream tonight as we break into qualifying for this Wednesday night race around Singapore. I'd like to thank you again for joining me tonight. My name is Kenny Lemons. I will be on the microphone tonight, try and keep you all involved and appraised and let you know what's going on here tonight for Formula One. Should be a good race. Got a couple of new drivers going to join us on track tonight, so that is going to be super cool. As the cars will start to file out for this 18 minutes worth of qualifying. No, as these cars take their formation or their warm-up lap, kind of go through some of the things here at Formula One and at gear. Let me know on the Twitch if I'm too loud, too quiet. Good evening, Craig Arabo 87. Nice to have you here. Again, it's nice to have you all here. So yeah, let me know if I'm too loud, too quiet, volume's good, any glitches, any questions. If you've got a cool joke, you know, that kind of stuff, let me know. So we will have an 18 minutes qualifying session. Most of the, or just under half the cars on the track right now. This will determine tonight's grid order. There were no penalties last week, so we're not expecting any issues with that qualification as far as rejigging the order. But we do expect to see a good, clean race. If last race, I mean, let's throw it out again. We had a little friendly competition amongst the viewers as to how many safety cars are going to be out on the track. So last week we had guesses of like 5 and 6 and 27 and stuff like that. And what do we end up having? Like 1, which is absolutely amazing in the rain. So hopefully we get another good, clean race. Like yesterday, had a few, or last week, had a few technical glitches with some of the racers. But hey, that's racing. Sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. If this is the first time joining us here at the Global E Armchair Racing, like to welcome you. If you're wondering how you can get in gear, so to speak, well, you'll find us all over the internet. We got Facebook. We're on Discord. Did I mention Facebook? Oh, and YouTube. We're on YouTube and Twitch. If you're watching us here on Twitch, thank you. If you're watching us on YouTube, thank you too. Had a weird thing with YouTube last week. They banned us. They banned the video for copyright infringement, which I found very strange, is seeing that I put together most of the stuff that you see on the stream. So unless somebody's stealing my stuff, copywriting it, and then bashing me for using my own stuff, I believe it was a mistake. So if you're looking for last week's race on YouTube, I don't believe it's up yet. I am, in fact, disputing that copyright infringement, and hopefully we'll be successful. So we'll have to get the crack legal team of gear. When I say crack legal team, I really mean crack. Cool. So as we watch these guys start to put on some times, that's Jay Bowden with the 1.38 and Duffman with the 1.41. Let's roll through the order of the drivers list. Currently, we have Watson in first place driving for Alpine, who has a total of 52 points. So it looks like Watson is the driver to beat for this season. Got Jay Bowden in number 2, very fast to see him at the top of the order there. with 30 points, so a solid 22 points behind our leader. And we have HSR Smags, J Smags, sneaking his way up into third, only having completed one race. And taking third in that race has pushed him all the way up into third. But the point spread between third all the way down to, I guess it's going to be 14-16 now. We've got Kingsley in fourth with 16 points. C. Phipps with 15, tied with Robbo with 15. We've got Duffman with a 14, Georgester with 10, Big Mike with 6, Aldini with 6, Micha with 4, Kieran with 4, Dora with 1, and the rest of the drivers are stuck with the goose egg. So I guess what I'm saying here is the that kind of mid-pack field is up for grabs. Still early-ish in the season. Well, halfway through the season. I mean, it is sprint, so we run a kind of a short season, lining it up with the monthly calendar. Imagine that. So halfway through, and it looks like we've got a team to beat. The team to beat, speaking of teams, is Alpine right now with a 52 points combined. Now the funny thing about that is we've got a solo Alpine driver. His teammate had some of that barbecue in the pits on the first race and hasn't been back since. So word to the wise: next time Robbo's cooking up the sausages in the pit, you stay right away. That's a tactic. In second place, we have McLaren with 45 points, Red Bull with 21, and then again, kind of the mid-pack bunch up. We've got AlphaTauri with 18, Mercedes with 16, Aston Martin with 14, Williams with 14, and Haas with 14. Alfa Romeo with 1 single point. Now that we've gone through all that, I look back up at the race here, and not a surprise to see Watson taking the provisional pole with a 1:37. Got Jay Bowden with a 1:38. C. Phipps just a hair in behind him, about a tenth of a second in third place. We've got Duffman at 1:40.5. Robbo is in fifth place. Wow. Looks like Duffman's going to be the next one across the line, so we'll continue with him. Got a couple of new drivers tonight, sporting the red Ferrari. We've got Franz W31, who looks like he just went out in the second sector. Again, the commentator's curse. It's a real thing, friends. I mean, my goodness. That's I'm sorry, man. So first race, maybe a little bit of nerves, some jitters, but he's teamed up with HSR Nitro. And a little birdie told me that these fellers are quick in Singapore. So we'll have to keep our eye on that as Franz there looks like he will be starting at the back of the grid, so he will have some places to make up. Looks like we've got another yellow in sector 2, but it doesn't seem to slow anybody down. It's, who do we got coming across the line here? It looks like we've got Kieran would have been the next across the line. However, he has had a bit of an incident. That's Robbo there. Keeps himself in fifth position. Got Kieran straightening himself out, and he will cross the line, but maybe not set a time on this particular lap as he goes into the pits, because it looks like he's missing a front wing. So that's looks like, who is that? J Smags putting in a time of a 1:3.86. Well done. We've got McLaren coming across the line next, and that would be the McLaren of C. Phipps. C. Phipps currently sitting in third and does not better his time there. We've got his teammate next across the line there is the one and only Jay Bowden 90, currently sitting with a 1:38.1. As he will dive into the pits. Few guys, few drivers. Kingsley, Nitro, Aldini has sitting in the pit. We've got Kieran in the pit, not yet set a time. Dorian on his way out, on his out lap, gonna get some heat into those tires and see if he can lay down a flyer. As laps we pick up here with Robbo. Let's get on board with Robbo. Currently sitting in 6th place, but we know Robbo is a good, clean, consistent driver. So, thing about the earlier races was it was all about finishing the race. So that's Robbo crossing the line. Doesn't look like he betters his time there. We've got looks like Jay Smags the next one. Oh, gets a little bit loose through there. Says, and no thank you. Let's go in for maybe a new set of tires. Can't really see what's going on there. Looks like all the bits and bobs are on his car. So, oh, yep, no, that was that's a red lap for him. So it looked like we had a Ferrari cross the line and did not set a time. We are back to C. Phipps, who just betters his teammate, pushes himself up into 2nd place. Got Watson coming back out on the track as he is just about a 1/10 and a half above, faster than his next closest rival in 2nd place. Yeah, looked like we had one of the Haas cars having a bit of an off there. Let's pick it up with the Mercedes of Kingsley, who unfortunately will not set a time on this lap, so he's going to have to go around for another one. And I'm seeing that it is his out lap. That's a pretty logical determination. Got Duffman on his out lap there, so let's who's in behind Duffman. We've got Aldini. Aldini on his out lap, weaving around, trying to get some heat into those soft tires. That's the special warming area for those of you who don't know. You hang out there and the leprechauns come out and warm your tires. Speaking of leprechauns, everybody who's joining us around the world, I'd like to wish you all a happy pre-St. Patrick's Day celebration. So join me for a sip as we celebrate all of the St. Patrick's Day festivities. It's going to be ridiculous tomorrow. Glad this race isn't tomorrow because I'm going to be in fine form by 9 o'clock. I'm sure of it. Unfortunately, it looks like we've got Michael Dorian maybe having a little incident with the wall, has taken himself out of qualifying for this particular round. Still only have 6 times up on the board. We've got 5.5 minutes left of qualifying. We've got a couple of yellows now in Sector 1, Sector 2. This will make things a little bit difficult for the cars still out on the track. Let's pick it up with Kingsley here. Hop on board with Kingsley, as currently has yet to set a time. He's looking pretty quick through that final sequence of corners as he comes up to the final corner. Hits that DRS and pushes himself up into 5th place. Well done to Kingsley's. After Kingsley, who do we have coming across the line? Was that the Duffman? That was the Duffman coming across the line. Keeps himself in 6th place. Watson looking to better his time here. Does. Just a little bit quicker with a 137.2. Looks like this will be the car to beat tonight, folks. Still looking for some times on the board from Nitro, Aldini, Has, and Kieran Monahan. Kieran's out on the track, so let's pick it up with Kieran here. Looking at Kieran starting his lap, gonna have to keep it nice and clean as he goes through this circuit of twisty, curvy Singapore street circuit. So it's always fun for the drivers to be driving, at 300 kilometers an hour on what would be a thoroughfare. main thoroughfare through the city of Singapore. I've never had the fortune of going to Singapore, but hey, maybe one of these days. One of these days. With less than 3 minutes remaining in qualifying, we still have Nitro, Aldini, and Haas sitting in the pit. So I wonder if this is a bit of a strategy where they hit the grid at the back of the pack. They don't have to worry about any of those turn one shenanigans. Kieran finally getting a time on the board. 142.8 pushes him up into 8th position. And pushing it right down to the wire, we've got Aldini and Haas on their outlaps here. They should have enough time to get around the track, hit that finish line just as the clock strikes 0. And they're going to have to fly around and hope that they stay on the track and are able to put a time in. Got Nitro still sitting in the pit. So with a minute and a half remaining, we've got Watson on pole, C. Phipps, Jay Bowden, Jay Smags, Kingsley, Duffman, Robbo in 7th, Kieran Monahan, Franz unable to put on a time for qualifying. Got Nitro sitting in the pit. Aldini and Haas on their outlaps. So still about a minute for these guys to cross the line here. Shouldn't be too much of an issue for Haas, but it looked like Aldini got stuck in behind some traffic. He's gonna let these guys go. Should have enough time to cross the line. We're back with Haas here. Definitely will cross the line. Gives him some time to put up a fast lap here. Let's see how he does. And Aldini getting really close there. Barring no incidents, he should cross the line before that clock strikes 0, and he does indeed. So, there we have it. Doesn't look like Nitro's going to be able to come out from the pit and set a time. Four out of the remaining 12 cars are satisfied with their time, and they'll just hang out, wait for the race to start. So we're riding on board here with Haas. Takes this sharp left-hander. It's a bit of a straight. Be able to pick up some speed here. Flirt with the wall there. That'll just straighten him out a little bit. No big deal. These cars are fragile, but you hit it in the right place, nice rubbery bit, it'll just bounce right back. Here we go. Is it a clean lap? And it is indeed. Pushes himself up into 3rd, right under the wire. Well done to Haas there. We'll now ride on board with Aldini. Aldini using the same technique where you let the wall straighten that car out. Going to qualify on mediums and pushing himself up into 8th place. So that, my friends, is qualifying. We've got Watson, C. Phipps, Haas, Jay Bowden, Jay Smags, Kingsley, Duffman, and the rest of the gang that I didn't have an opportunity to read up. So while these guys settle down, take the grid, I am going to take a quick break myself and join you back at the start of the race when the lights turn green. There we go. Duffman, Aldini, Robbo, Kieran, Monahan, Franz, HSR Nitro, and Michael Dorian. So join me in a couple of minutes as we will pick up with the start of this Wednesday evening race at Gear, the Sprint Series, Sprints in Singapore. Oh boy, that was a quick little break as we watch the lights go out and we are racing. Already got a bit of an incident in the back of the grid. Got Watson in front of the McLaren there. It's like everybody, with the exception of a few cars in the back, getting through relatively cleanly. Looks like on the that first bit of the first lap, Jay Smags is the big winner, picking up 2 positions. Never mind, I take that back. HSR Nitro going from 12th up into 8th within the space of 0 time. Might have had something to do with the incidents. The incident at the start of the race, but looks like everybody got through unscathed. Looking for anybody with damage. Looks like all of the cars are together. So there we have it. That would be the first lap of 31 here at the old Singapore Sprint. Let's go back and check out some of this here Formula One racing. Looks like we've got Haas dropping back in the order there. Not quite sure what happened. Let's try and pick up with Haas. Oh, as we're looking at a spinner. Oh, boy. So that was Haas putting on a bit of a show. We've got Robbo with a 5-second speeding in the pit lane penalty as he might have gone in. Or Haas is having a real... Oh, he's missing a front wing. These cars are so hard to drive. When you lose all of that downforce on the front end, it's almost like it's just skating. You can't turn, you can't stop. It's a nightmare. So unfortunately, a decent start from Haas, and he's gonna have to visit the pit lane. So what is Robbo's coming out on some medium tires. Not quite sure if that was damage that forced him into the pit, or just an early strategic pit stop. Got Watson way out in front, way out 3 seconds within 2 laps. Formula One terms, that's way out in front. Got a bit of a battle here going on between second place Jay Smags and third place Jay Smags and second place C Phipps, with Jay Bowden, C Phipps' teammate, just coming in behind him. So these 2 drivers Pretty sure they've raced as a team before, because some of the strategic decisions that these two make are just, they're textbook. Absolutely textbook. A little bit farther back, we've got Knight. Oh no, we've got another spinner. Oh no, who is that? Not quite sure who that was. That might have been Kingsley. Kingsley's down 2 places. No, just as I flipped over to HSR Nitro, up 7 positions already. Man, oh man, I heard that they were pretty quick around here, but I didn't realize they were that quick. Holy smokes. So we'll pick back up with this battle for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place. As Has ducks into the pit, probably for a bit of a wing change. It looks like Jay Bowden all over the back of Jay Smaggs. So, what can I tell you about some of this racing? Let's flip back over to Franz here. Franz making up big time in Aldini. Don't think it'll be too long before we see a pass here. So that's Franz on some medium tires. Take this straight. Let's see what he does. Is he's got that DRS open, gets that little bit of extra speed, maybe thinks about the inside, but nope, too far back. But doesn't look like he loses too much speed through that. It's just a matter of time, I think, before he passes Aldini. He tucks up right in behind his back bumper, trying to get all of that draft. You see the DRS opens, and that makes it look easy. Well done to Franz, pushing himself up into 6th place, just in behind his teammate, HSR Nitro, who again is up 7 places. Should be interesting, as these Ferraris, real fast team of Nitro and Franz. I'm not sure how I should be pronouncing that, so maybe one day somebody can let me know the pronunciation. Might just automatically revert back to Franz, because, Hans of Franz. I'm of that age where it's time on sprockets where we dance. But as I was saying, it should be a real interesting battle between these Ferraris and these McLarens. With Jay Smaggs just kind of holding his own in the middle there, in that AlphaTauri. Always gonna call it Toro Rosso in my head. I mean, that's just the way it goes. So again, as I was saying before, we had that little contest about how many safety cars we may see in the race. So if you're joining us on Twitch and you want to have a guess, I have my own guess. I've got it written down on a piece of paper. Not going to share it with you because, again, commentator's curse. I don't want to jinx anything. But if you have a guess, type it out. I'll read it out to the audience. Like Jay is dropped right back. Was that because of a pit stop? Let's have a look there. Indeed it was. So again, that's that team strategy of McLaren's. You see Jay Bowden going into the pit, let his teammate try and close the gap on Watson. if last race was anything like this race, or this race is anything like, oh, we've got a yellow in sector 2, and it looks like we've got Kingsley again having a bit of an off there, and that is Robbo getting past Kingsley to take 9th position. Like I was saying, it wasn't very many laps between the two pit stops, or the pit stops of these teams. So I think they have their strategy dialed in for tonight, as they did last week. So for those of you who are new to Formula One, maybe I'll let you know a little bit about kind of the format of things. Every car will have to stop at least once for a mandatory tire change. 3 compounds of tires. Gotta use at least 2 of them through the race, as long as that race is a dry race. So there we have Franz with a 3-second time penalty, likely for track limits. But we've also got Jay Smags holding his own here against C. Phipps. With 6 of 31 laps elapsed in this race so far, they're gonna fight this out for a few, but maybe not for too long, right? You don't want to, Oh no, got a little bit looser there, and that is Jay Smags with no nose cone. He is absolutely gonna have to get into the pit there. That lets Nitro and Franz by. So that's like I said, the Ferraris and the McLarens. This'll be a battle. Oh, looks like we've got another off. Again, that's Jay Smags. Like I said before, these cars are so difficult to drive without that front wing that provides so much downforce. Sucks the car to the pavement, essentially. Without it, I don't know, man. It's difficult. You'll lose a lot of time, and he was so far away from the pit lane when that happened. So he'll limp this car back to the pit lane, change his tires, change his wing, come back up, and try and make up some of those positions. That's exactly what he will do. So let's flip back up to Franz here. It's those two. What a great shot. It's like the poster shot for Ferrari. Look at that. Man, this looks good. There we go. Beautiful. Look at that. I don't know if you noticed, but it looks like Nitro let his teammate by. He may know who has the pace tonight, so he'll just tuck right in behind and take advantage of that slipstream and see if they can chew away at this 10.5 second difference between themselves and Watson. Remembering that Franz does have his time penalty. I believe that was a 3-second for track limits. A little bit farther back in the pack, we've got Michael Dorian. Oh, having some liberties with the wall there, but making up time on Robbo. Was making up time on Robbo. Let's stick with this race for a little bit. It's the battle for 7th place. Again, every point matters. Oh no! And that's Michael Dorian spinning around. Brings it back onto the track with relatively few issues. So we've got Jay Smags with a 3-second time penalty for track limits. So we picked up back again with the Ferraris, who are looking at a couple of podiums here. First race, they're already sitting 2 and 3. We've got a yellow flag in sector 3. Oh no, that looks like Mike Dorian. Unfortunately, unable to finish this race. DNF, we've got Robbo with another 5-second speeding in the pit lane penalty. Might be down to penalties. But still no safety car. We've got Kingsley, Robbo, and Duffman all in the pit right now. Robbo and Duffman having taken their second stop. Watson, Franz, Nitro, and Aldini yet to take their first. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. What will the Ferraris do as far as the strategy is concerned? Will the lead car pit first? Or not the lead car pit first? I don't know. If you know on Twitch, let me know. We may just have to wait and find out. So this is where things will start to get interesting. So the leader of the race here, Watson, will start to make his way, catch up to some of these back markers, and get past him. So it looks like he got past Robbo, no problem. He will come up on Kingsley and Kieran Monahan here relatively quickly. It's the Ferraris now. Gonna get past that Red Bull of Robbo. He'll start to see those blue flags. Now, as Watson starts to chew his way through some of this traffic here, looks like the Ferraris have gained a little bit of time on him. About a second. Oh, got another yellow flag in Sector 1. Who is that? Off in the corner. Not quite sure who that was. Was that Duffman? Yeah, that was Duffman, unfortunately. Okay, so there we are. We have HSR Nitro heading into the pit. Leaves Franz out on the track to try and whittle down some of this lead that Watson's has. Basically looking at about a 10-second lead in 10 laps. Work the math, friends. I'm gonna have to break out my calculator, but maybe some of the smart people on Twitch can figure that out. Certainly isn't this guy in the old broadcast chair. Kieran Monahan, a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Again, this may come down to penalties as the McLarens, Jay Bowden anyway, making up time on Aldini again. Where Aldini has not stopped for his mandatory pit stop, so we come in around the halfway point. He is on those medium tires, so we expected him to go a little bit long as far as his first stint is concerned. But Jay Bowden has got fresher tires, and Jay gets past Franz. I missed that one. Not quite sure what happened there, but Jay Bowden, as he chases down Aldini, is able to get past the Ferrari of Franz. have the two Haas boys. We've got Aldini tucking in behind Kieran Monahan. Kieran Monahan may just want to pull off to the side. Oh, as the McLaren gets past. Oh, what a great move by Jay Bowden. Takes advantage of that and slips past Aldini. Look to the inside, a bit of contact there. Not quite sure if that'll be worth having a look at by the stewards. Again, it looks like Kieran. Oh no, and that's. Oh no, the McLaren of Jay Bowden into the wall, loses a nose. That'll let Franz by and pushes Franz up into second place, where Watson, and that 36 seconds in front of Franz. Mind you, Watson still has to pit. And so does Aldini. So unfortunate for Jay Bowden there, as he had a bit of a dance with the wall and is going to have to go into the pit for a brand new nose cone. Seen that a couple of times tonight, but fortunately no safety cars or no virtual safety cars, as we've got Nitro and C. Phipps battling hard here. DRS open, gets that little bit of extra top speed, tucks to the inside, textbook pass. Now on the next lap, let's just see here as they go past through the DRS detection. Will C. Phipps remain less than 1 second behind, and will we see that leapfrog effect that we do? So there's the McLaren with the DRS wing open. Just not enough pace to get past there. But we will watch this one closely. Oh no, we've got another Haas into the wall. Oh man, unfortunate for the Haas team there. So it looked like that was going to be a fairly decent race for Aldini and Kieran Monahan, able to pick up some points, but they're having a bit of a tough go at it tonight here at the old Singapore Sprint, as I like to call it. Just made it up, and that's what I'm gonna call it. Why not? So after 13 laps, we've got Watson out all by himself, half a minute in front of his competition, which is Franz in second place, Nitro in third, C. Phipps in fourth, Jay Smags, Aldini, has Jay Bowden, Kingsley, Robbo, Kieran Monahan, Duffman, and Michael Dorian, unfortunately, with a DNF for making some modifications to his car via the wall. So there you go. Nitro has, in fact, put a bit of a gap on C. Phipps, so he won't get that advantage of DRS. Again, we've got the two Ferraris. It's like formation driving here. We've got Watson way out in the front, but hasn't taken his pit. He is on the medium tires, so he can go a little bit longer than the cars wearing the soft. See how long he takes it. I mean, the traffic didn't seem to slow him down at all. He will come up to, looks like Kingsley will be the next car that he's got to work his way past. But with 30.5 seconds, it looks like he's got that pit stop in hand. Got Kingsley with the 3-second time penalty for track limits. And there we have it. There is Watson into the pit. So where is Franz? Will Watson get in and out? Perfect pit stop. Mind you, oh boy. Unless Watson's looking for a late pit stop, it looks like he's gone from a set of mediums onto a set of mediums. So he will have to put on a set of soft or hard tires. This may be a strategy call rather than a mistake, but is able to stay at about 2.5 seconds in front of the first Ferrari of Franz, who's about 1.5 seconds in front of the other Ferrari. All these cars on medium tires. Mind you, Watsons are brand new. Still have those little nubbies of rubber on them. So it will take him, you know, maybe a lap to get them up to proper temperature after they come out of the blankets. But doesn't seem to slow him down at all. With no traffic in front, this is all down to racing. So again, I'd like to thank everybody for joining me online tonight on the however you're watching us. Most likely on Twitch, because the YouTube giving me grief. Oh yeah, right. You can watch us on Facebook too. So check us out on Facebook. Hey, if you're not on Facebook, where you been? Here's a little something I learned. Like, what was it? 2/3 of the global population of the Earth, of the entire world, is on Facebook. It just blows my mind that, you know, out of the 80 zillion people that we have crowding this place, that most of them are on the Facebook. And we'll just leave it at that. We won't get into the philosophical conversations. This is all about the race cars and the Global E Armchair Racing Singapore Sprints Wednesday night. So we in fact do have our championship series starting this Saturday. It's gonna be awesome. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm super excited about it. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get a team together. I don't know why people don't want to drive with me, but it's probably because I'm slow. Let's just be honest. But I try hard. It's going to be super cool. Where currently the drivers are teamed up under brand named teams. You know, the big ones. Your Mercedes and your Ferraris and your McLarens and your Red Bulls and stuff like that. But on Saturday, it is full out custom teams. So there's a few spaces. Excuse me. So if you want to get in on some of that championship action, you find us on Discord. It's really easy to maneuver the Discord. It's laid out in a logical fashion, but there's space. So you find yourself a teammate. Get yourself a teammate name. Paint your cars all pretty, and come and join us on Saturday night. And if unfortunately you're not able to get into the race, then join me here wherever you're watching me here tonight. Again, it looks like we've got a little switcheroo between the Ferraris. Again, very strategic, I'm sure. Yeah, so join me as I mumble my way through a Saturday race. Oh, so we got a yellow in sector 2. Looks like that cleared off fairly quickly. Impressed so far at the quality of the racing so far here in Singapore has been. We've had a couple of incidents with walls. That's to be expected on any street circuit. But so far, no safety cars, no virtual safety cars. Looks like we've got a bit of an incident here. Oh, that may require a safety car just as I say it. I mean, the one thing about this is I'm here to say things about the race, but it seems that every time I say something about the race, it happens. So, is Kieran disqualified parked in a dangerous location? Not quite sure what that's all about there. So both Ferraris pulling out wide. Oh, we've got a car stopping on the track. Oh, is that Watson? That was Watson just in front. Getting real slow, waiting to pick up this pace car. might have been a bit of an incident. So under safety car, HSR Nitro goes in for a pit stop. Not a free pit stop, but a cheap pit stop, as these cars are not going full speed. We've got Haz with a 3-second time penalty. You can get in and out of the pit and catch up to the back of the pack without too much time lost. So for those of you on Twitch who guessed one safety car, so far you're winning. You are winning the pool for fabulous prizes, fabulous cash and or prizes. And or prizes. As we travel around here, 17 laps elapsed. We'll wait for the grid to form up in behind this safety car. Let the marshals clear off some of that debris off of the track. I will say this about that though: between race number 1 and the last series, the last sprint series, driving under safety car, again, it can be a challenge. Because the pace car, the safety car, cannot go as fast as these Formula 1 cars, obviously. It doesn't mean you have to concentrate less. In fact, it kind of throws your rhythm off, and you have to concentrate more, about the same as you drive behind the safety cars. So this is not a cakewalk for these drivers. And as we've seen, stuff can happen behind the safety car. It looks like we've got, is that a position switch between Nitro and Franz under safety car? I just saw a little arrow pop up. Not quite sure if that's accurate, but that could be dangerous, as you're not allowed to make a pass under safety car. As these guys try and get fast, get up in behind the safety car. What happened to Phipps there? Looks like he slowed right down. So after 18 laps, we've got Watson out in the lead. Nitro, Aldini, Franz, C. Phipps, J. Smags, Haz, J. Bowden, Bravo, Kingsley, and Duffman. Not able to finish tonight, Michael Dorian and Kieran Monahan. Looks like we've got Kingsley in the pit. He'll have a tough time to catch back up to this crocodile of cars. We may get another lap of safety car action. I mean, it is a nice way to check out these cars as they drive by. Telling you, this is a game. But if I didn't know this was a game, ooh, there we go, Watson jumping into the pit under safety car with not a lot of time left with the safety car. I'm sure of it. That pushes Nitro up into first, Aldini into second, and Franz into third. Watson is going to have to push really hard in the final stint of this race as he puts on a brand new set of soft tires. Going to see some a little bit of pace because of it, but it will push Watson back down to just in front of Robbo in 8th place. Go back up to the top of the order here. Didn't see any debris left on the track at the the scene of the accident. So the stewards here in Singapore seem to have done a good job sweeping up and picking up that debris. Hopefully the safety car will see race control call safety car in next lap, and we will go back to some green flag racing. Travel around here with Haz. Haven't talked too much about Haz. Currently sitting in 6th place. There's Watson. Okay, so the safety car is in this lap. So when the safety car comes in, HSR Nitro will become the de facto safety car. They will set the pace. Till they hit the safety car line, the rest of the pack will have to stay behind him. This is where we get maybe some games, maybe some strategy. So he backs the pack up, lets the safety car go. He's not gonna want to get too close behind the safety car, because when he decides to go, it will be go time. So there we go. Safety car pulls off into the pit lane. Got Nitro taking control of this race, getting past the safety car line, and we are back to green flag racing. It's for me to say. This is where it gets interesting. All of the cars are backed right up. We've got Aldini stuck in behind the Ferraris. Where's Watson? Let's pick up with Watson here. As we know, he is the car to beat on this track here tonight. He's got all kinds of traffic in front of him. As you can read there, that's Jay Bowden getting past his teammate of C. Phipps. Maybe trying to run a little block action there. That's Watson getting past him on the inside. Got another yellow flag in Sector 2. Doesn't look... Oh, that cleared off fairly quickly. Doesn't look like we're going to need another safety car or virtual safety car. Oh, we've got up at the top of the order, we've got Nitro and Franz getting past... Franz getting past Aldini, and Jay Smags getting past Aldini. So, well done to Jay Smags. As we're watching, we're on board here with Watson as he has some traffic to pick through here. A little bit farther up. Has tucked right in behind Aldini. Cuts to the inside. Oh, look at that, wheel to wheel. Amazing racing. Full out, maybe a little touch there. Oh, no, and a little touch and a lot of wing gone on that car. So as we just flip back over to Watson, who gets past Jay Bowden, looking at Aldini, gets past Aldini. There's Jay Smags just up in front of him. Man, oh man! So we've got Aldini with the 3-second warning for track limits. Well, well, so maybe that was the right call for Watson. Under safety car, goes on to soft tires. Got 10 laps remaining, where we know the two Ferraris are wearing some mediums, and let's have a look at Mr. Smags here, also on medium tires. So Watson will have the tire advantage, and thereby should be a little bit quicker lap per lap. So we're gonna add a little bit of quick to his whole lot of quick, and this race will come down to the wire. Haas, yeah, that was, yeah. Haas on Twitch saying that was cool. It's pretty cool. This whole thing is cool. I mean, so we've got a couple of laps after safety car. That DRS drag reduction system is now available for the drivers to use. Those of you who don't know, you can see that little that wing on the back of the car will open up, provide less drag, and therefore a higher top speed. Less traction, but a higher top speed, which on a straightaway is probably okay. So we're back on board with Watson as he chases down the third place of Jay Smags. We know that this is just a matter of time. Can you practically see the white knuckles of Jay Smags from this angle here? Man, oh man! I mean, I'm wiping the sweat out of my visor, and I'm not even racing. Don't ask me why I'm wearing a helmet, but you know, I usually wear a helmet. Doctors prescribed it. It's one of those things. Really cool helmet though. It's mostly like foam rubber. It's nice. So we heard that beep. That's the DRS opening up, giving in the little bit of the boost of extra top speed. Not on this corner. Watch Watson using every available piece of track there. He is just making making the corners as wide as possible, so he carries as much speed as he can. So that's, you see Smags opening up his wing there. Here's Watson looking to the inside. No contest there. So Watson up into third place, looking down the wing of these Ferraris. So Nitro, it's a solid 8.5 second lead. Now, is this where a little bit of team strategy comes into play? Because Franz, though being, we've got a yellow in sector 2 and a car off, but it doesn't seem to affect the race at all. No, within reason, without blocking, Franz can hold up Watson, so a block would be considered more than one move in a braking zone as you move into a corner. Not allowed in F1. But based on what I've seen so far from these couple of new drivers here at Gear, is that we expect all kinds of we expect the respects. We heard that little beep, so we know that Watson still has that little boost to extra speed. Jay Smags is still tucked right in. He's not out of this fight either. He's just sitting there waiting, and maybe the McLaren of Jay Bowden too. These guys are gonna race hard. The Watson and Franz here, maybe they tangle up. And that would push Smags and Bowden up into the podium. So that was Franz ducking off into the pit for a tire change. So that pushes Watson up into second. Jay Smags up into third place. Jay Bowden into fourth. Franz tumbles down to seventh position in the pit, which pushes Robbo up into sixth. Aldini into fifth. For that, we've got Kingsley in 8th, C. Phipps in 9th, Hez in 10th, and in 11th, we've got Duffman. So just out of the points, where every point is important, especially in a 4 series race. Like, I mean, these are the sprints. The races are quick. The series are quick. We will crown our champion next week. And our constructors champion with these two Ferraris picking up some points here. It may come down to a battle for the constructors too. Next Wednesday, folks, if you're not doing anything in around 2000 hours British Standard Time, I invite you to join us because it's going to be spectacular. That's Robbo getting past Aldini, getting up into 5th place. Well done to Robbo, having a bit of an incident at the very beginning of the race. He was down into 12th or 13th right at the very beginning, has pushed himself up into 5th, so that's a good haul of points for Robbo after having a bit of a tough race. That's Haas. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the comments. Haas on the Twitch saying unfortunate. Yeah, hey man, that's racing. Like I said earlier tonight, sometimes you win and sometimes you lose. It's all about the technology as much as it is about the skill. So Jay Smag still keeping pace with Watson. Only about a second or so behind. We've got Duffman with another penalty. So with 6 laps remaining, we've got Nitro out in the lead, 11.5 seconds in front of Watson. With 6 laps remaining, does Watson have the pace? Oh, there's Nitro going into the pit. Oh boy, how this all changes around in the very last few laps. So that will let Watson pass on those soft tires. However, Chase Mag's up into 2nd. Jay Bowden up into 3rd. Nitro will come out into the pit, and I would bet dollars to donuts he's got a fresh set of soft tires on. He will be quick for the last 5 laps of this race. And donuts to dollars. There it is. Well, this all comes down as we've got Franz with the fastest lap. So it won't be times like that. Won't be too long before he gets past Robbo, and then it's that team synchronized driving of the Ferraris, Nitro and Franz. We've got Aldini getting past getting past Kingsley as Kingsley's into the pit. Getting a little tank slapper out of the corner. Gets past Robbo on the inside there. It looked like all 2 of the wheels stayed on the track, so that looked like a legal pass. So that pushes Franz up into 5th place, Robbo down into 6th. Now he's Robbo, being a relatively experienced driver, he's not gonna monkey around with that. He wants to finish this race. He wants his points because it's all up for grabs. Here we go. In one shot, we can see 1st place Watson, 2nd place Jay Smags, 3rd place Jay Bowden. We'll have Nitro and Franz come into the picture here, but top 3 all within 2.2 seconds as we've got a yellow in sector 3. It's like that was a McLaren, and see Phipps and Aldini. Not quite sure what happened, didn't see it. Just saw it on the mini map. So, Kingsley gets a penalty for track limits. So we're looking at Jace Maggs here. It's just looks like he's cruising in about a 1.5 seconds or so behind. Doesn't look like he's gaining, but it doesn't look like he's losing any time. With 4 laps remaining. This is when we typically see drivers push. They realize that it's coming down to the final phases of the race, and as I've said multiple times, points are points. Oh, look how close that was! Absolutely amazing driving there. I mean, it was a back marker, but you don't want to go plowing into the back of anybody, because not only will you wreck their race, but you wreck your own. So well done, as Nitro puts a fastest lap up on the board with a 1:37.5. Currently just under 2 seconds behind Jay Bowden. So let's pick it up with Nitro here. Whoa! As we got, looks like we've got Haz. Big X on there. Not quite sure who's driving that car, but I don't believe that's Haz. We've got Nitro. And that's Jay Bowden just up in front of him. So this will be a race, friends. We've got 3 laps remaining. Looks like Watson's gained about a 1/2 second on Jace Maggs. So we are looking at the final podium position. This is the race between the Ferrari of HSR Nitro, brand new to the league. An amazing race by him. Absolute pleasure to watch. CI chases down Jay Bowden. Got 3 laps remaining. We hear that DRS open. Jay Bowden trying to make that car as wide as possible. You can see his elbows out on the steering wheel. Oh no, it's Jay Bowden's got a 3-second time penalty. Oh boy, so that'll push Nitro. Well, Nitro gets past Jay Bowden there, pushes him up into 3rd position. But Jay Bowden did have that 3-second time penalty, so that would have worked out at the end of the race. Now, where is... So Jace Maggs, 1.2 seconds in front of Nitro with 2 laps remaining. Just under 2 laps remaining. Is there enough time for Nitro, HSR Nitro, to gain that time up, as it looks like he's getting close? As soon as he gets under that 1 second, I'm watching the interval there. As soon as Nitro gets to less than 1 second behind Jace Maggs, he will get the availability to open up that drag reduction system. 2 laps left. I think it's going to come down to the wire here, friends. Let's, oh, there we can see that open up. Let's hop on board. We're on board right now with Nitro. He's gaining time, and there's our leader of the race, Watson. Here we go. We haven't seen this in a sprint race where 1st, 2nd, and 3rd all within like spitting distance of each other with 2 laps remaining. This is gonna come down right to the wire. Who will get the checkered flag on this one? It's anybody's guess right now, and I'm not going to. I mean, I've done enough cursing, not cursing or cussing, but very aware of the commentator's curse, as both the 2nd and 3rd place cars had DRS on Watson. Wow, look at this. Oh boy. There we go. Watson. Oh, squeeze gets passed by Jay Smags. Oh, look at that. There has been a change in the leader. And oh boy, I thought Nitro was gonna try and make a break up the inside there and take them both. But thought twice about that and will live to fight another day. Look how close these racers are. Absolutely incredible racing. I mean, if this is anything to post online and brag about the quality of driving here at Global E Armchair Racing, this is it, friends. I mean, I've got goosebumps as look at that Nitro with the DRS gets past Watson. So within 2 laps, less than 2 laps, Watson has gone from first place to third place, still on the podium. I mean, he will have the advantage of DRS coming up here. So, wow, absolutely incredible. Remember that Jay Smags does have a time penalty, and what is that penalty all about? So there we go. We've got 3 seconds. So that'll actually push Jay Smags down into third place. So potentially his first podium. Maybe not his first podium, but definitely his first checkered flag here at the Sprint Series at the Global E Armchair Racing, and penalties. Unless he can gain 3 seconds on Nitro, which is highly unlikely in about 3/4 of a lap. That'll push Jay Smags down into third as HSR Nitro gets past Jay Smags to take the lead of this race. Well done to HSR Nitro. Brand new in the league, absolutely amazing. Quality of racing, fantastic. There we go. As this settled down, we had all kinds of action there for a few laps. But will these drivers just kind of put it into cruise control and take this race home? We will find out in all of about maybe 6 corners. Looks like Aldini with another time penalty. For those of you who don't know, we do have a world-class stewarding team behind the Global E Armchair Racing. So if there were any incidents that were not captured by the in-game penalties, there is the opportunity for those racers to petition the stewards and maybe get some of that time back as we watch HSR Nitro take first place of the Singapore Sprint. We've got Jay Smags in second, Watson in third. Oh, Jay Bowden, who's that? Looks like we've got a car off the track. Oh, we've got another one. We've got one with no wheel. Man, oh man. And so that's Franz in 5th, Robbo in 6th, C-Phipps in 7th, Aldini in 8th, Kingsley in 9th, Duffman in 10, and Has in 11. What a race. An absolute fantastic race here on a Wednesday evening, a Wednesday afternoon, wherever you may be. Man, oh man. It's Fat Bloke on Twitch. Good to see you. Man, oh man, wasn't that great racing? Holy smokes. I'm gonna tell you, I mean, I've still got goosebumps. I have yet to see a race in gear that was as exciting as that. I'm gonna tell you, I can't wait till Saturday. Saturday is gonna be absolutely off the hook. Next Wednesday, yeah, Duffman saying, what a stress fest. Aren't they all, man? Like, I mean, for real. I'm sitting here and I've got, I've chewed all my nails off. I'm still sweating underneath my helmet. It's a good thing I wear my brown trousers today because there's a few close calls. Absolutely amazing as we watch brand new to the league. Gonna have a drink of that champagne because I have a drink of some of my not champagne. Canadian, so it's beer. Yeah, beer, the champagne to Canadians. Oh boy. And on that note, friends, what an absolute amazing night of gear. As Duffman on Twitch, there's a secret club here at the Global E Armchair Racing, that we don't talk about. But those of you who know, we know. There might be a little bit of stress relief after this one. So if you're in the know and you want to hop in on some of that, we'll call it, what will we call it? Feckrest. You know what I'm saying. Join us. Stay with us. And on that note, everybody, we've got HSR Nitro taking the checkered flag. Jace Mags, Watson, J Bowden, Franz, Robbo, CFips, Aldini, Kingsley, Duffman. Rounding it out, we've got Haz, and unfortunately a DNF for Kieran Monahan and Michael Dorian. On that note, friends, I'm going to sign out. Thank you all for joining us. I've been Kenny Lemons. This is the Global E Armchair Racing. Have a great evening, and hopefully we will see you all on Saturday. Night, everyone. Stay safe.